What's up, y'all? International Passport here again for yet another video. I'm back for a new one. Um, if you're new to my channel, thank you for subscribing. If you're an old subscriber, thank you for subscribing too. I appreciate the support. I want you guys to share my videos. It's very important that you share it on your Facebook, on your Twitter, through your WhatsApp groups and people in real life. And make sure you like my videos. It's very important that you like my videos so my message can, reach many people. Subscribe, comment, and support in any way you can. You can follow me my Instagram page, below. And I just made a new Facebook group. And join that Facebook group. I will be posting videos, thoughts about traveling, intel, photos. So make sure you join my Facebook group. It's in the description box below. And appreciate the support. Like I said, I am International Passport. I travel the world. And, I got my passport. Let me tell you the reason why I got my passport. I'm from England, right? And the way it's going in England, it's not looking too good. It's just not looking too good. There's a lot of women here who are, not all, just quite a few who are just too rude, narcissists, cocky, arrogant, and feminism has took a stronghold in this country. And, I was tired of dealing with just rude women in general. So I got my passport a couple years back and I started traveling. And I will tell you guys right now, getting my passport was one of the best decisions in my life. I meet new women. I explore new countries, eat new foods, explore new sceneries, meet different people. And it's just a great experience in general. And like I said, I encourage you guys to get your passports. 2020, we're not playing no games in 2020. Get your passport. If you are in America, in the UK, Canada, whatever country, and you are having problems with the woman in your home country, you need to get your passport. Like I said, the Black American male, the Black British male, and the Black Canadian male does very well around the world in different countries. My videos tell you that. I give you guys intel, all right? Get your passports. International passport here. New video, new vibes, new year, all right? So the title of this video is, how do Moroccan women treat black men, or how are black men treated by Moroccan women in Morocco? As you can see, I went to Morocco. I had the choice to go to either Casablanca or Marrakesh, but based on my intel, based on the people I spoke to, I heard that Casablanca is more of a business city and Marrakesh is more of a, cultural city for tourists and so forth. So I chose Marrakesh. I had a great time there. But let's talk about the woman. I don't want to waste too much time, and let me just get straight into it. If you are a Black American male, if you are a Black British male, if you are a Black Canadian male, and if you are a Black French male, you are going to have a great time with Moroccan women in Morocco. And before I get into the positive aspects of, Morocco and Moroccan women, I want to get out the negative aspects first. Okay, I think that's important. Let's get the bad things out the way first, and then we talk about the good things. All right? So the first negative aspect of Marrakesh and Morocco in general is that there is quite a lot of prostitutes in Marrakesh. So be careful with that. Even in the daytime, you will see, female prostitutes walking around and doing their stuff. So you got to be careful of that. I was in McDonald's in Marrakesh, and I saw two female prostitutes approach a guy sitting down, eating his lunch, and they went off together. You've got to be careful, with that. So I'd say that's a bad part of Marrakesh, Morocco in general, is that there's quite a lot of prostitutes, and at nighttime they all come out as well. So be careful of that. I was in my hotel and I saw two prostitutes when I looked outside my window, and it really shocked me because that was around 6:30, 7 a.m. in the morning, and there was two prostitutes going around asking men for that and that. So be careful with that. The second bad part, negative part about Morocco is in regards to cold approaching. As you guys know, and heard in my Germany and Canadian women, I cold approach sometimes in the daytimes, but as Morocco is a Muslim country, I advise you guys not to approach girls in the daytime unless you're like on a street where it's really quiet, because first of all, a lot of the girls don't really know English too well. It's they normally speak Arabic and French in that country, so be careful. And be careful approaching girls in the daytime, especially in busy areas. People may see you as a tourist trying to cause trouble, and especially you know how Muslim men treat Muslim women and so forth, and how they see other foreigners. Just be careful. You want to make sure you go to a country where you cause no trouble. Only approach in the nighttime and in lounges and so forth. So avoid approaching in the daytime. That was the intel given to me by another person who was in Morocco, and I took it on board. And I'm telling you guys this as well. So avoid approaching, girls in the daytime. The third negative part of Marrakesh, Morocco, is that not everyone speaks English. Um, you will meet some people who do speak some English, and to a degree some good English, but it's mostly Arabic and French. So if you know French, you will that's very good. You will do well with the locals and women in general. But I found it hard speaking to people because I mostly know English and they don't. So when I was speaking to some women, it was very hard to communicate with them. They could only speak very little English and French properly, and I don't speak French. So that was a big negative part of my experience in Morocco. So I would say touch up on your French a bit, like how are you, where are you from, tell them in French that you only speak English, and try and just get that connection. Yeah, so if you know French, big bonus. If you don't, learn a little bit of it. French is quite easy from what I've heard. So try and learn a new some phrases. Tell them you don't know French properly, and women like that. Women like that you're taking effort to learn their language, to get to know them and speak to them. So that's my intel. On the negative parts given to you guys by me. Now, let's talk about the positive parts, the good parts of Marrakesh, Morocco, the women. Let me tell you this right now, guys. There are some gorgeous Moroccan women in Morocco, especially in Marrakesh. And there's quite a lot of women out there with ass. You know, I would be in a marketplace, I would be in McDonald's, or I would be in some Marrakesh spot, some pizza spot, whatever, whatever. And I would see girls walk in with like nice figures, nice ass. And I wasn't expecting that. That was a pleasant surprise. There is a good bunch of beautiful Moroccan women. I really slept on them. Like in England, right? Especially in West London, you will meet and see, and come across Moroccan women that are good looking. But I wasn't really checking for them. But going to Morocco, I can see, there's a lot of beautiful women out there. And, I would say a good few are checking for brothers. And this goes into the next part of the video: how to meet Moroccan women, and how to meet Moroccan women, the pretty ones that are interested with brothers. Okay? It is very important that you have Tinder in Morocco, because Tinder is where, from my experience and from the intel given to me by other dudes in Morocco and men who have been to Morocco before, you need to have a Tinder account if you want to meet Moroccan women, because there are a good amount of Moroccan women using Tinder, in my experience. The first few days I was in Morocco, I set up Tinder uh, a few days before I went to Morocco. So I had a few matches, and I was able to make my connections to meet women already. But when I touched down in Morocco, my matches went through the roof. I had, like, 35 to 38 matches in the first 3 days. So many matches that I couldn't handle all those women, and their first question was, "Oh, are you American?" Despite me putting the English flag there, which tells you they're checking for American brothers. Every time I went, around Marrakesh to meet people and so forth, do shopping, visit tourist attractions, they would ask me, "Oh, are you American?" And they would get their eyes would lit up, you know, which goes to show you they are checking heavy for Black American brothers out there in Morocco. I had a good time with Moroccan women. They're kind. They're welcoming. They're homely. They're smart. They're sweet. They are actually very warm people. It was a shock to me. Like, I wasn't expecting, to have such a good time in Morocco, especially with the women. It was a great experience. So you need to set up Tinder. You need Tinder. And I also use Hinge as well in Marrakesh, but no one uses Hinge at all in Marrakesh, Morocco. So don't even bother, downloading Hinge and using it in Morocco. Especially in Marrakesh, no one used it at all. I literally only saw 5 people on Hinge, and there was no one else to meet on there. But Tinder is popping, and they are willing to meet you the next day. So in my experience, I matched with this cute Marrakesh chick, and we agreed to go to the lounge the next day. And we had a great time. We were drinking. We were talking about our lives and so forth. And I loved her vibe. She was really chill, and she was just calm. I didn't get that arrogant, vibe from her. Despite her being pretty, she was super humble, like really humble. And that's what I like. I love humble women. I love women who are down to earth, who are homely. And in Marrakesh, Morocco, you will meet a lot of women like that. If you're into the homely, down to earth chick, you will meet a lot of women like that. And bonus points if you're French. If you can speak French, wow, you're in. Because a lot of women in Morocco speak French. If you can speak French, you are in. Touch up on your French. That is very important. Very important. You can also meet Moroccan women at lounges. Lounges are pretty big out there in Morocco, especially shisha lounges. I went to a few, and it's very easy to cold approach, women in lounges, and which is what I liked. I spoke to a few, had a great time. I told him I was from London. I've always been wanting to visit Morocco, and I thought I'd come this year. And they were super interested in me and my story, and it was just a great time in general. Shisha lounges are definitely a spot for you guys to approach and meet hot Moroccan women. If you go on my Instagram page, you will see I dropped a video that showed you I was in a lounge, and I was having a great time. I met different people, and I just, I was chill, they were chill, and it was just great in general. Definitely hit up the lounges. You're gonna have a great time. um and you don't have to smoke shisha. You can just have a drink, you can check out the scene, find a girl you want to approach and speak to her. Generally they're very receptive, to getting approached. And because it's the nightlife, it's late, everyone wants to have fun. They know foreigners will be there, they want to meet foreigners, they want to meet different people, and they want to have a great time. So definitely hit up lounges. You are going to enjoy it. Now, let me mention one thing about Marrakesh, though. You know, I've mentioned when I've been to Germany, Canada, Australia, I've mentioned that, I've met local women there, but I also like meeting international women. So, for example, if I'm in Germany, I'll meet German women, but I could also meet a Brazilian woman, or I could also meet a Colombian woman, and just women that are from different countries around the world. In Marrakesh, you will mostly meet American and English women, and I know a lot of brothers in America like leaving America to meet international women. So be prepared for that. And I know you want to get away from American women if you're American, and you want to get away from English women if you're English. But Marrakesh, there's quite a few there, so be careful of that. But you can meet Spanish women, you can meet French. There's a lot of French women, from France in, Marrakesh. So if you're an American dude and you got, a thing for French girls, come over to Marrakesh. Come over to Marrakesh. Because a lot of these French girls are checking for American brothers. All right? You will have a great time with the women in Marrakesh. They're great, they're homely, they're down to earth, and they're very polite. If they speak English, they say please, thank you all the fucking time. And I had to tell one girl to stop being so polite. Like, it's okay, like just speak normally. But she was like, no, she kept saying please and thank you, and it was just great, and I just love their vibe. you know it's really underrated. Marrakesh is very underrated. In my opinion, it could be a new hotspot for brothers. I've told you, right? The main hotspot for brothers, from my intel and from my experience, are Germany, Vancouver, Canada, uh, the Philippines, and Melbourne, Australia. Those are main hotspots for brothers, especially Black American brothers. But I may put down Marrakesh, Morocco, but I gotta visit there one more time just to confirm that it could be a new hotspot for brothers to go out there and to meet and mingle with the women over there in Morocco. See, it's that good. It's that good out there. And it's not just about the woman, it's the whole scenery, the people, the food. It's amazing out there, and it's super cheap too. There are also two things I like about Moroccan women. The first thing is they are super feminine. You won't get any feminist vibes from them, or any, tough vibes from them. They're just chill, they're feminine, they like dressing good. They will dress, they know how to dress properly. A lot of them can dress like in their traditional clothes, or they can wear jeans and a shirt. And the jeans they wear, especially if she's a Moroccan girl that has a great body and great ass, it shows her body and her curves very well. There's a lot of curvy Moroccan women out there in Marrakesh, and it is a beautiful sight to see. The second point is I like how, you know, direct they are, and they are super down to meet up. Like I said, I met the next day. You know, if you're like, I know brothers, brothers from England, Canada, and America, you know how hard it is to get a chick to meet you the next day when you match with her, on dating apps. You gotta talk to her for a fucking week or a few days before you meet up with her. And it's just, what's the fucking point? If you've liked each other already on a dating app, then you like each other. You should meet up as soon as possible. And that should be the next day. But, these chicks, they're just bugged out. But in Morocco, they're down to meet up the next day. Literally the next day. You tell them, oh, are you free the next day? Can we go out, for drinks at a shisha lounge, or shisha at a shisha lounge? And they'll be like, yeah, yeah, I'll meet you there. I like that. I like a woman who's down to meet up as soon as possible. I hate playing the waiting games. I hate playing games. And with Moroccan women, they play no games. They let you know from the straight up point if they're fucking with you. That's what I like. Man, guys, hit up Marrakesh. Hit up Marrakesh. It is a good place. If you are having problems with women in your country, think about coming to Marrakesh to get a break. Make your connections on Tinder, before coming down. Let it be known that you are American. All right? But don't get carried away. Don't come out here, get the chick you want, and bring her back to America, the UK, Canada, or Australia. Never bring girls back to your home country, because feminism and, all that feminist culture will pollute their minds. All right? Either you move there and live with her, or you don't bring her back here. Simple as that. And it is super cheap out there. You can actually live there, and for very cheap. Especially, the pound and the dollars are very strong there in Morocco. You're gonna have a great time. I had a great time. I'm a black British male, black American brothers and black Canadian brothers, and especially black French brothers. You're gonna do well. You will do very well there in Marrakesh. I definitely recommend Marrakesh. It's a great place. Get out there. It's super great. So, to answer the question, how do Moroccan women treat black men, or how are black men treated by Moroccan women in Morocco? I would say black men are treated well there, especially if you are, black British, black American, definitely, black Canadian, and black French. But I wouldn't call it a hotspot yet. I think it's still in the works. I need to go there a few more times just to confirm if it's in the realm of, Australia, Vancouver, Canada, Germany, and so forth. So it's still too early, but I'd recommend it, for brothers. It's a great time. It's a great country, and you will have a great time. Now, moving forward, where am I going to next? I'm still deciding. I may bring it back to Europe. I may try Asia. I may try Vancouver. Like I said, Vancouver is a hotspot. You are guaranteed to get a beautiful dime girl in Vancouver if you're a brother. Last time I went, it was crazy. And intel's telling me that it's still the same. Brothers are in high demand in Vancouver, so I may hit that up again. If you are in a drought with women, and you're a brother, hit up Vancouver. Hit up Vancouver. It's lit out there. So those are my options. And I'll be traveling again very soon. So look out for videos pertaining to that. But like I said, I'm international passport. I'd appreciate it if you support me, if you join my Facebook group, follow me on Instagram. Make sure you share my video around. That's very important. Hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. I'm international passport. Appreciate you guys for watching my videos, and I'm out. See you next time. Take care, guys.